the 12th Annual Scientific Conference of the Center of Applied Neuroscience. Before we begin the conference, we would like to inform you that the photography, audio, and video will occur during the event. Professor Tassos Christofidis, Rector of the University of Cyprus, Honorable Deputy Minister of Research, Innovation and Digital Policy, Mr. Kyriakos Kokinos, Professor Antonis Serinas, Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences and Education of the University of Cyprus, Professor Fofi Konstantinidou, Director of the Center of Applied Neuroscience of the University of Cyprus, members of the CAN Faculty Board and the CAN Advisory Board, dear members of the Departmental Board and academic staff of the Department of Psychology, esteemed invited speakers from Cyprus and abroad, dear delegates and dear students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The Center for Applied Neuroscience of the University of Cyprus warmly welcomes you to the 12th Annual Scientific Conference entitled Contribution of Neuroscience to Society. This conference takes place today with the collaboration of the Department of Psychology of the University of Cyprus. It is also under the auspices of the Deputy Ministry of Research, Innovation and Digital Policy. We thank the Ministry for the support. A warm virtual welcome to our international speaker from the University of Maastricht in Netherlands, Professor Doctor of Brain Stimulation and Applied Cognitive Neuroscience, Alexander Sang. A warm welcome also to Dr. Zacharias Maniadis, IRA Chair in Science and Innovation Policy and Studies. I'm delighted to see psychologists, psychiatrists, neuroscientists, social scientists, as well as researchers and students from various disciplines present at this conference today. We thank the Department of Psychology and the Deputy Ministry for supporting this important conference. This annual scientific conference of the Center for Applied Neuroscience, CAN, aims to highlight the contribution of research to policy formulation and the practical contribution of research to society. Our theme, Contribution of Neuroscience to Society, concerns progress in modern approaches in clinical and cognitive neuroscience. We hope that you will find the conference informative and worthwhile. Without further ado, I kindly invite the Rector of the University of Cyprus, Professor Tassos Christofidis, for his welcoming address. Mr. Rector, the floor is yours.
Honorable Minister of Research, Innovation and Digital Policy, dear colleagues, dear guests, this year the Center for Applied Neuroscience celebrates 11th birthday, so we have celebration. It was established in 2011 after securing competitive funding from the Cyprus Research Innovation Foundation as part of the Strategic Infrastructure Grant umbrella. CAN, the Center for Applied Neuroscience, is an approved research center by the Cyprus government and the only independent research center in the Faculty of Social Sciences and Education. The mission of the center is to conduct basic and applied research and contribute to the development of new knowledge, methods and technologies that advance science and benefit health, quality of life and society. The center realizes the importance of positive social impact. It is for this reason that the center the researchers of the center, right from the start, try to contribute through their expertise in the effective management of the pandemic. Its people also participated in the university's campaign to raise public awareness on the significance of research in managing public health crises. The pandemic has certainly increased our awareness on mental health issues. While celebrating the World Mental Health Day 2 days ago, we remind ourselves how important it is to support each other and to acknowledge that it is okay not to be okay. While not an expert in the field, I realized how our emotional responses and behavior affect us and our contact circle. Our brains and history, a key to unlocking the potentials of humanity and also for treating conditions that negatively affect individuals and the society in general. While entering in yet another challenging period with socioeconomic challenges, having to address the post-pandemic psychology effects of the pandemic, we come to understand the impact and greatness of the science of psychology. We come to realize that cooperation across the globe is crucial in the research areas in which the Center focuses for positively impacting the society. Societal needs in Europe and internationally point to the fact that we need to collaborate across the globe in order to accelerate the development of methodologies that treat brain conditions affecting human functioning. I have trust and faith in our young researchers and their passion to learn and transmit knowledge in order to end stigmas and also make a positive impact. Here at the university, we provide the infrastructure, we continue to evolve because it is in the nature of research institutions like the University of Cyprus to act for the benefit of the society, for the benefit of humanity. A research center like our Center of Applied Neuroscience have created a significant momentum for the university and the society. The university administration, director, the vice directors, will continue to work closely with the center's director, the faculty, and the advisory board to ensure that the center can fulfill its mission and continue to expand its role and position within the neuroscience community nationally and internationally. I will say no more. I would like to welcome you to the University of Cyprus, since this is one of the very first activities of the university after the pandemic. And in any case, in closing, I would like to extend yet again once more a warm welcome to the invited speakers, the foreign speakers, the foreign guests. And I'm confident that the conference will stimulate great discussions and will offer opportunities for collaboration. At the university, I'm sure that my colleagues will assure you that we are open to collaboration. We seek collaboration. This is the only way that we can advance science, and this is the only way that we can have an impact on society and on science in general. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Rector, Professor Christofidis, for your address. And also, we thank you for supporting the annual scientific conference of the Center of Applied Neuroscience. I now kindly invite the Honorable Deputy Minister of Research, Innovation and Digital Policy, Mr. Kyriakos Kokkinos, to give his welcoming address. Mr. Kokkinos, the floor is yours.
Thank you. We need some technology help, huh? Dear friend Rector Tassos, leadership team of the Applied Neuroscience Center, distinguished researchers, colleagues, guests, participants of this distinguished conference. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and it's an honor to be among scientists and researchers that promote research and innovation in our country. There
Republic of Cyprus and the government in particular has put a huge emphasis in the past 3 to 4 years on research and innovation as a pillar of economic development, not just for educational and academic research purposes, but also for economic development. And the foundation of every applied research is basic research. For this reason, the policies developed by our country during the past 4 years have been focusing on 2 main pillars: focus on basic research, applied research and commercialization of research for the value of the economy, for economic competitiveness as well as for social prosperity. And another dimension that we have put a lot of emphasis is the multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary research work that has to take place between social sciences, humanities, and scientific disciplines that are more technological or engineering oriented. This is a way for creating a knowledge-based economy, a knowledge-based society. One of the key weaknesses that we still have, despite the fact that I will give you some figures, one of the key weaknesses that we have on our research ecosystem is the fact that the number of PhD graduates compared to the European average of PhD graduates remains low. And for this reason, this center here, the Center for Applied Neuroscience, is a center of excellence for researchers and especially at PhD level. And I want to thank you and congratulate you because you are contributing towards the direction of enhancing our PhD programs and output in the country. What is important to have in mind is that at the end of the day, the knowledge-based economy means the ability to create knowledge, not just to use. And that's why centers like the Applied Neuroscience Centers are of paramount importance. And it's one of the very few extremely successful centers in using properly the funding instruments of Horizon Europe and other funding platforms for doing this excellent job, excellent research job that is highly valuable not just for basic and academic research purposes, but also for contributing to the public health of our economy. I will not take more time. I will just show you a very important chart that has been published by the European Union 2 weeks back. This is the European Innovation Scoreboard, where research, applied research, is factored into this picture. It is for the first time that Cyprus is among the top 10 innovation ecosystems in Europe. This is we have been on position 20th 3 years back. This is due to the excellence of centers like this one, and this one, of course, and also the policies of the government. We've progressed. You see the black line over there, the black line shows where we have been 5 years back. From another point of view, you will see that Cyprus has been the fastest growing improvement at European level. Number one. Again, thank you. You have been doing this. So we're on the right direction. If you see similar analysis from the research scoreboards, you will see that the quality of research carried out by our universities in Cyprus and by our academia and private research centers is among the highest in Europe, especially the University of Cyprus. We're lacking 2 things. One, number of PhD graduates, and second, the amount of investment on research. It's 2 different things. Quality is high, but the volume is low. Despite the fact that we have been increasing. When I stepped into the role of the chief scientist and later the Ministry of Research, the amount of research and development was about 0.5% of our GDP. Now it's 0.9%. It's almost double. But still, European average is at 2%. So we have a long way to go. And it's not just a matter of just throwing more money into the system. It's a matter of creating the right ecosystem, the right mentality, the right to identify the right scientists and researchers and students to leverage on this. Because by just throwing money into the ecosystem without being able to explore, it will not give any good results. And another dimension of the same report is that you will see that Cyprus is the only country in South Europe that is green. Green means strong innovator. You see that most of the countries that are on green are in the north part of Europe. So again, congratulations, you have been doing this, and I'm sure we can achieve much more. Keeping the momentum and fixing the few weaknesses that we have, we can certainly be the regional hub for research and development in the region. So, congratulations for this very important conference, this conference on neuroscience, which is extremely valuable for our public health policies as well, because it's an applied center, it's not just basic research. And we would like also to see, and this is what I have been discussing with Dr. Focus and Lilu a while ago, how we connect this center with the healthcare ecosystem of our society. This is extremely important, and the government and my ministry will be in full support of all your efforts in making this connection. This is our next bold move. Thank you very much. Have a successful conference. Have a good day.
Thank you, Deputy Minister, for your address, for this informative presentation, and for your support of this conference. I next invite the Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences and Education of the University of Cyprus, Professor Antonis Elinas, for his address. Professor Elinas, the floor is yours.
Deputy Minister, Director, colleagues, guests, friends, the School of Social Sciences and Education welcomes you to the 12th Annual Conference of the Center for Applied Neuroscience. The school consists of 4 departments: psychology, education, political and social sciences, and law. It has 7 undergraduate programs and dozens of master's and doctoral programs, and we actually have the largest number of PhD students in the university. It's by far the largest school of the university and one of the largest on the island. Now, our programs and scientific disciplines are highly ranked in most or all major university rankings, and I'm talking about Times Higher Education, Shanghai rankings, and QS University rankings, and these are rankings that are, most of them are regardless of size. So we are very proud of these rankings because they're achieved mostly on a research basis, despite the very small size of our departments and of our school. So the Center for Applied Neuroscience is the largest research center in the School of Social Sciences, and central to the center's mission is to conduct basic and applied research and contribute to the development of new knowledge, methods, and technologies that advance science and benefit health, quality of life, and society at large. The conference theme, Contribution of Neuroscience to Society, is contemporary. It aligns with our school's mission, and it's a testimony to the center's commitment to address significant societal challenges. I've been watching closely the center's development and successful growth since its creation in 2011. And clearly the center has been serving as an umbrella for the development of interdisciplinary work in the neurosciences at the University of Cyprus and the country in general. Through its activities, the center has made significant contributions to the Department of Psychology and to the School of Social Sciences and Education. Foremost, the training of young researchers and employment of postdoctoral researchers has strengthened the human resources of the Department of Psychology. Furthermore, the established infrastructure of the center offers opportunities for cutting-edge experimentation for our students. Now, another important dimension of CAN's activities relates to the center's contributions to Cypriot society. CAN helps bridge the gap between academia and society, the worlds of policy, practice, and research. CAN faculty and researchers have a dynamic presence in the media, in non-governmental organizations, and advocacy groups. They regularly hold information talks and presentations to the greater public in order to educate Cypriot citizens on various high-incidence conditions, improve public awareness, and empower the public. Now, allow me to say that I'm very proud of the center's achievements and to congratulate the organizers of the conference and the members of the center for turning this annual event into an institution. And there are not that many conferences or events at the university that really go on for so long. And this is really the 12th conference, and it's a testimony, I believe, to the commitment to scientific outreach and demonstration of adaptability to challenges. And I have in mind the 2 online conferences that were held during the pandemic. Now, in closing, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our invited speakers and to all the researchers who are presenting their work today. I'm confident that the conference will stimulate great discussions, and I'm happy to see attendees from various universities and organizations. A warm welcome to you all then, to the University of Cyprus and to the School of Social and Educational Sciences.
Thank you, Professor Elias. Next, I would like to ask Professor Profi Konstantinidou of the Department of Psychology and Director of the Center of Applied Neuroscience for her welcome speech. Professor Konstantinidou, the floor is yours.
Good morning. Professor Christopidis, Rector of the University, Honorable Deputy Minister of Research, Innovation and Digital Policy, Mr. Kokinos, Professor Elena, Dean of the School of Social Sciences, Education and Educational Sciences, distinguished guests, dear colleagues, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 12th Annual Scientific Conference of the Center for Applied Neuroscience. We welcome about 170 registered participants today. They're not all here right now, but I'm sure they'll be gravitating in. It's very exciting for us because the last 2 conferences were either hybrid or online, so it's wonderful to be in person again. Our annual conference is an important communication and dissemination activity as it helps us fulfill our vision as the leading center for the study of brain, mind, and human behavior in Cyprus. The Center for Applied Neuroscience aspires to be the flagship center for neuroscience research and collaboration in the greater geographical region and beyond. Our theme this year, Contribution of Neuroscience to Society, is of course contemporary and of global interest. Our research teams at the center are committed to excellence. As members of an applied research center, we need to ensure that our research translates and contributes into solving real-world problems within the larger domain of behavior and neuroscience using a lifespan approach. 11 years ago at the inaugural conference, it was held in the same room about the same time of the year. We presented our vision. Let's see if we can. I think our point is a little challenging. We presented our vision and mission for the newly founded center at the time. Now, the center is 11 years old, and we have entered our second phase of development. We continue to look ahead while at the same time ensuring that we serve our values and our mission. Today, our research teams have an opportunity to present the progress that we've made through these 11 years. Through the presentations today, you will see that we incorporate traditional psychological, psychometric, neuropsychological, behavioral, and experimental paradigms, along with cutting-edge computational, imaging, brain stimulation, virtual reality, and psychophysiological technologies. We investigate language, cognition, behavior, and affect in healthy individuals across the lifespan and in individuals who may have difficulties in these areas due to developmental, psychological, and acquired brain conditions. These conditions cause significant burden to the healthcare, educational, welfare, and social systems, both in Cyprus and internationally. And in fact, the WHO estimates that 2.4 billion people, this is 32% of the Earth's population, have health conditions that result in limitations in functioning that will require rehabilitation. Mental and cognitive health is an integral part of that effort. We partner with NGOs, advocacy groups, and patient organizations. Through our research activities, we have provided free assessments to thousands of children, teenagers, younger and older adults. Patients in Cyprus benefit directly because they participate in our clinical trials as part of our research programs. And in fact, we feel a significant gap in the health and educational system of this country. Interdisciplinary collaboration is key to our work. We collaborate with other centers within the university, across other institutions in Cyprus and internationally. We join forces to create large data sets and identify genetic, health, and brain biomarkers that contribute to a disease state. This commitment to interdisciplinary collaboration resonates, I believe, throughout today's conference. We are proud because the Center for Applied Neuroscience has been an attractive professional home to young researchers. Training of new scientists is a key objective of our center, and specifically since our establishment in 2011, we have employed more than 80 graduate, doctoral, and postdoctoral researchers. Our summer internship program has trained more than 30 undergraduate and graduate students in the last 3 years since it has been established. Our commitment to capacity building has a spreading effect. Our former graduates and postdoctoral researchers are now holding research and faculty positions in Cyprus and abroad, and also work in the private and public sectors in Cyprus. In the recent years, we have participated in 18 research projects with a budget exceeding 15 million euros, 12 of which we have been serving as coordinators. New projects and new proposals are always on the way, because external funding is our primary source of income, and it allows for the development of new research and treatment methodologies that can create societal impact. Through those projects, right now, we employ 25 researchers, and another 40 or so undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral students are receiving their research training at the Center for Applied Neuroscience. Our goal is to continue the continuous development of our researchers, thus creating a critical mass of expertise at the center in Cyprus. Deputy Minister, the Center for Applied Neuroscience is currently staffed with highly trained and multidisciplinary personnel that can contribute significantly to the undertaking and successful completion of projects created to the Cyprus Recovery and Resilience Plan. In addition, we can contribute by providing industry-ready research products developed from previously funded projects designed to meet different needs. In closing, in the past 20 years, clinical and educational fields have benefited tremendously from improvements in research and technology. Yet, a significant amount of applied and clinical research does not make an impact in daily practice. So what are the facilitators and barriers of translational research? Why does it take an average of 30 years of research to translate from the lab to the actual clinical practice or industry? How can we expedite this process? We hope that the speakers today will stimulate your interest and offer opportunities for discussion, interaction, and future collaboration. We're honored that Dr. Zacharias Manadis from UCY and Professor Alexander Sack from Master University have enthusiastically accepted our invitation to present. I would like to congratulate the many researchers presenting their work during our symposium and poster sessions. Now, organizing an event, a conference, is a true team effort, and I need to acknowledge some key people that contributed towards this effort. My appreciation to my colleagues and members of the CAN Faculty Board, Professor Georgia Panagiotou, George Spanoulis, Timos Papadopoulos, Antilucium, Marius Abramidis, for organizing the symposium and their contributions. We are thankful to the poster abstract evaluations, our postdoctoral researchers, Dr. Eva Petemeridou, Marius Theodorou, Kula Mikelidou, and Botini Varouli. A heartfelt thanks to Eleni Mikhail, who is our administrator at CAN, for the organization, dedication, positive spirit, and administrative support, and to Ms. Kodini Panagi for accepting our invitation to MC the event and also for promoting our event. I'm grateful to the many volunteers from our research teams who have really been instrumental in our ability to hold this conference. This is a very busy time for the university. It's midterm time, project deadlines, but they've taken a lot of time to help us. And a special thanks to our IT team at the Center for Applied Neuroscience, especially Christodoula Gabriel, Ina Mikhail, and Nuria Solomou. As always, a heartfelt thanks to the Department of Psychology for co-sponsoring the events. Many thanks to the rector and to the dean for always supporting us. And of course to the Deputy Minister and the Ministry for supporting the event, which is under the Ministry's auspices. And of course, last but not least, a very special welcome to all of you. Thank you for honoring us with your presence today, and I'm confident that you will enjoy the conference. Thank you.